Evening, it's Monday night, so that means match fishing. We're with Norfolk Angling Club. They've got 21 booked in and we're at Cley Beach. Now Cley is one of my favourite venues. I don't know what to say about it really, not because it's any better than anywhere else, it's just somewhere I like fishing. But yeah, there's a wreck up there to the right of the car park. Sometimes that can produce some goods, but my favourite spot is down there left, and if you walk a long way left you'll come to Blakeney Point. But yeah, for the purposes of the match, 21 pegs and 10 either side of the car park, I suppose, left and right. I'd rather go left than right if I'm honest, but hopefully there'll be a few flounders. Because of the time of year, there's possibly a bass, maybe a Dover sole, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But I've got to go back in the car park. I'm running a little bit late, but I'm just in time for the draw, so I'm going to pull a peg out and see where we land. So the draw's about to commence. All the usual suspects here except for Simon. He's off on personal duty somewhere else, so we'll see him again in weeks to come. Hello Katie.
Good morning.
So yeah, we'll see, but yeah, I'm better at adding up than that. It is not 10 either side of the car park, it's 11 one side, 10 the other. And yeah, we're still hoping to draw the left hand side, but I'm going to be last one to draw by the looks of it, because I can't be bothered to walk over there. But we'll see. Well, I wish I hadn't bothered. Peg 17, down by the wreck. Opposite end to where I wanted to be, but you never know, do you? You never know.
Nope. You'll win it from there.
Not without some luck, I don't think. Still, let's get over there and have a go. Right, we've arrived at the peg and I've just walked down to the water, and it is literally flat calm, mackerel conditions. But when it gets dark, you never know. The wreck is just there. I don't know if you can pick it out in the distance. There's a post with a seagull's hat on it, and Nathan Drury, he's up there, he's drawn in front of that. Next to me on my right hand side is Leon, so if there's any flounders about they're going to be in trouble. And to my left is the bass catcher that is Ian Childerhouse. Lovely sky. So yeah, almost dark, so we'll have time to get some hooks on, and then it'll be headlight and fishing into darkness. But yeah, one thing about this beach is the fish normally tell you when they turn up. The crabs along here can be horrendous, and if you at any point pull a cast back and there's bait still on the hooks, it means there's a few fish rocked up, so that's the time to put the bait on, load it up and try for something decent. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Have a search about, chuck it all over the place. But yeah, it's a guessing game, I'll tell you that. Right, rig for the evening is going to be simple as you like, and I doubt I'll change it because I pleasure fish this place quite a lot, and I've decided I really like using a one up, one down, and piling the bait on it when the fish are there and hopefully catching something decent. So bottom snood is about 2'6" long, and that comes off about 2 inches above the lead, and then on near the end there's that little swivel bit of 65-pound braid and a size 1 hook, and that bit of braid helps me in stop the hook getting nicked by all the crabs, because they're a menace up here. But also when you use braid, that tiny little knot doesn't bust the lugworms, so it all keeps it nice and neat. But the top hook's just a standard bit of 15-pound line, size 1 hook again, and that's on a 3-foot snood, and that one will have to take its chances, but hopefully that's going to pick up some tide, waft about a bit, and perhaps catch a bass with a view to getting a flounder on the bottom hook. But yeah, I don't think we're going to vary from that. What's important is to find the fish if there's any there, so I'm just going to keep changing the distance I cast until I pick one up, or Leon will be kind enough to tell me where they are if he catches something, and I'm sure Ian will as well, so I'll keep an eye on them too, and I'll just follow suit if I'm not the first to catch something. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So got about 15 minutes to kick off, time for a cup of tea, and then we'll get the first cast in the water and we'll see what happens over the next 3.5 hours. Well, bait for the evening, because I'm going for flounders and bass. I've got a few harbour ragworm, and I've also got about 75 lugworm and a load of sand. But yeah, that should catch anything that's there, hopefully, especially bass and flounder wise. But yeah, you never know on this beach. Like last week, you know, I didn't expect there to be dogfish there, but there were, and anything can turn up, so you just got to try. But I think the sensible approach on this beach tonight would probably be a 3-hook flapper at 80 yards and pick up a few dabs and bits and pieces, but that's not the route I'm going down. I'm going to hope we get a visit for some bass or some decent flounders, because they're mega points, and you don't need many bites to do really well. So, and it's not cold, nice evenings fishing on the cards, nice and comfortable, so we're just hoping that bigger fish is going to rock up. But that could happen any time between the first cast and the last cast, so if we're still sat here at 10:30 and we haven't got a fish on the card, then I've made the wrong choice. But I've done that before. First cast, been out there about 8 or 9 minutes and the rod tip rattled, so I've got a double shot of flatfish. Neither of them are big enough. One's a little flounder, which is under the ruler there, and that's a dab on the top. So they're undersized, but that doesn't matter really, because it means the crabs aren't getting to the bait first and there's fish in the area, so that's good news. So let's see if we can do something a little bit better, but that's a good start. Well, there's another dab on the next cast, still not big enough, well undersized, probably about 20 centimetres, and they need to be 23. Nonetheless, there's fish there, so I've just got to keep getting them. I don't think Leon next to me or Ian's caught anything yet, so signs are positive, and I'm fishing about 40 yards, I'd say. So yeah, if these keep coming, I'll have to switch tactic, because there's no point catching these all night. But at the moment, I'm prepared to stick it out in there, because there might be some better one amongst them. But that's where we are at the minute. About 40 minutes gone, half hour gone, something like that anyway. Well, I'm not going to keep bringing it back to show you undersized fish, but now we're on the whiting. And I am on size 1 hooks, which will catch small fish, I know, but it'll also catch big fish. But even if you had a 3/0 on a whiting like that, it'd still woof it down. I suppose it's about 25 centimetres, so it's undersized. It's going to go back in the sea in a minute. But yeah, what do you do? Well, can you get the better fish? I ask myself. Well, I'll bring it back if we start to improve on matters, but if it keeps like this, not much to report, unfortunately. I can tell you though that Nathan down by the wreck, he's reportedly had a dab which is cardable, but apart from that, around me it's all pretty slow. See you in a bit. Now we're gone, and we've got a 23 centimetre dab. So we're on the card, no blank. I've not gone straight back out into the same place to catch the same thing. I've just dropped in about 15 yards out to see if there's a flounder on the first of the tide, or first as it's flooding up the beach anyway. So we'll see what that does. But yeah, at least we're on the up. Well, Leon's first to strike. That's a beauty, Leon.
That's a bit of show on.
Well, you got one as well.
Yeah.
Ian's up there with me. Are they both the same size?
They're never going to pass Ian, are they?
That's bigger than mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it about people on the next peg to me? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, it's bigger than mine.
What is it? Gonna go 46? Yeah, 46. Would you say?
Well, that's 45. Yep, 46.
No, you're 46.
Well done. You ain't got one as well, have you, Nathan?
No, I can
Well done, men. Early lead for the pair of you. Right, Nathan, we got some catching up to do.
I'm on the card, I don't know about you.
Well, I am as well, but you ain't got that, have you? No, no.
You don't know what I've got.
Well, yeah, fair. No. Right, I can't hang about, I need to go and get a bass. See you in a bit. Well, after Leon and Ian's bass, it's all gone quiet, but this is the first cast where I've brought back and there's been bait on the hooks and no dabs or whiting. So if there's no crabs there, hopefully there's a few bass. Both those fish from Ian and Leon, I reckon, were about 50-60 yards, looking at how hard they're casting, but so not far. Now's the time I'm going to load up and hopefully I can get one, because I'm at least 100 points behind and there's not that much time to make it up, but that's fishing for you, so I'll try my best. Fishing can be incredibly frustrating when you know there's bass there and other people are catching them, and all you can do is wind in dabs that are 22 centimetres, which is what that one is. I don't know what you do. I mean, it's lovely to be down here, great to see other people catching fish, but it'd be handy if I managed to catch some decent ones. When I go anywhere past 50 yards I catch dabs, and then there's a barren spell about 10 yards wide where it feels a bit sticky, the lead's coming back with a bit of clay on it, and then inside that where you'd hope there'd be a bass, there's nothing there, just these little 22 centimetre dabs, and because they've got to be 23 to count, my card is looking very, very poor, but there you go. Not to worry, whatever happens, we've got about an hour and a half left. I'm going to keep plugging away for that bass, but if not, next match I'm fishing will be at Weybourne and we'll have to try and bounce straight back, but we have got time yet for that rod to hoop over and get a bass, so that's what we're going for. Well, that's the story of the night. That's another one, and they're actually getting smaller. I think that one's probably about 20 centimetres, but if that, yeah, 20 centimetres. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm using tiny little baits, is it? Look, it's as long as a dab, but isn't making any difference. Never mind. Well, one dab on the card to finish with. We're on the last cast now, although that didn't really show the whole story of the night, but never mind. If I don't get anything on the last cast, I'll see you in the car park and we'll see who's won and what has been caught. So yeah, let's go and have a look.
Nathan and Stevie Medler. 5th place was Leon.
Well done, Leon.
4th, Ian Childerhouse. 2nd, Mike Toppin. Well done, Mike. Oh, sorry, I missed 3rd, Dave Sycamore.
Oh, Dave.
Mike Toppin in 2nd. And the winner, John Spalton. Come on down, John. 199 points. Well done.
Well done, John.
Right. So biggest flat is shared between Dave Sycamore and Kane with a 27 centimetre dab.
Sorry, mate. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Gus.
This one's paying. Oh yeah, plenty up for me tonight.
John with a bass of 46, unless anyone had anything bigger.
Well done, Leon.
Well done, Leon.
Thank you.
Well done, Leon.
Well done, Leon.
John,
There you go.
who's John? You got to get your photo.
2 minutes of
Got
fame.
to polish it.
Where's Pete?
I'm round here.
Behind you.
We have to smile, John. Well done. Well deserved.